Hey guys, welcome back to Garden Presents. I'm Mo, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create your very own hydroponic garden. Don't worry, hydroponics is just a fancy word for water. So there are 3 reasons why hydroponic gardens are one of my favorite things to do with houseplants. The first reason is because they're super simple and fairly inexpensive to create. I have all of my materials that we'll need right here, starting with a container without a hole in the bottom. I chose this one. It's glass, which I love, so you can see in and see the roots of the plant and how it develops. It's super cool. I got this at Goodwill, super inexpensive. I've also got some decorative rock here. I've chosen a white gravel because I think it'll really contrast the plants that I've chosen today, but you can choose any color or shape of rock that you prefer. And then the third thing you'll need are just a couple of water-loving houseplants. I've chosen a couple of Syngonium here, also known as arrowhead plant. I've got a white variegated and one with a cute pink polka dot variegation. And I've also chosen an anthurium. This is a pink flowering anthurium, but they can also come in red and white. And there are a handful of other houseplants that you can use as well, including peace lilies and lucky bamboo. And here's another list of different houseplants that would be able to be hydroponic. The second reason why I love water gardens is because they're super stunning, striking, and unique. You don't see them in stores, and that makes them super fun to gift to your friends and family. And the third reason why I love hydroponic gardens most of all is because they're so easy to care for. All you have to do is keep the water full. Alrighty, so to kick this process off, we are going to start by removing the pot. What you'll want to do is gently squeeze the pot on all sides and then turn the plant on its side and slowly pull the pot off of the root ball. If it doesn't come out intact, that's okay. We're going to be removing all of the excess soil anyway. And I will note this process would probably be a lot easier if you had an outdoor space and a hose, but I do not, so I will be rinsing my plants off in my sink. I like to rinse them into a bucket and then reuse that water to water my houseplants later on. So just gently pulling on the roots, and I use my spray feature on my sink hose to remove as much of the excess soil as possible. It is really difficult to get all of it, and it does get kind of hard to tell because sometimes the roots can be actually discolored because of the soil, and it's not actually soil. So you just want to get as much of the soil off as possible while still being really delicate and gentle. Slowly work in the roots, just moving it around in your palm. And then once you're finished, you should have a product that looks like this. Okay, so now that we have successfully rinsed our roots and we are essentially starting with a bare root plant, you can see there's some soil that remains on the roots. You can't get it all off, and you want to be as gentle as you can, but this is really good enough. So I've got all my plants here. I've got my container. I filled it about halfway to 3/4 full of my rock, and I'm just going to start situating my plants and making sure that they're comfortable. Kind of just want to evenly distribute the roots. Okay, and we're just setting them right on top here. And you can kind of situate some of the rock around just to hold it into place. But we are going to fill back over that with rock before the end of it. Alrighty, so we've got plant number 1 in. Plant number 2, this has got a bigger root on it than I was really anticipating. A piece of perlite won't get off my finger there. There we go. So it's a little bit bigger than I was anticipating. Maybe starting with a bigger bowl probably wouldn't have been a bad idea. But we're just gonna sort of take a lot of this rock and move it around, create more of a pocket, more of a divot. And we're going to try and flatten out and separate a lot of the roots that we can. We've got him standing up in here. We've got his roots sort of evenly distributed around the container. And now I'm going to take my extra rock, I've got some set aside, and just fill in to hold these plants in place. You're probably going to lose a little bit of rock. Be as gentle as possible. Alright. The last 2 plants I have here are really small. There's one plant kind of broke down into 2 different pieces. You can see. And then I wanted to give a demonstration of how cheap and easy you could really make this project. So I just have an example here. This is an old maraschino cherry jar, same white gravel. And if you just wanted to get 1 2-inch plant, you could really accomplish the exact same goal. And what a cute little gift, only costs less than $10. So super cute. You would just backfill a little bit of that rock over, fill it with water, and that would be really it. So super cool. But I am going to add these to my arrangement. And I think I want to do it like this. So I've got kind of my white one over on one side, and then both of my little pink guys over here together. Let me just here, move some of my rock around. Be as gentle as you possibly can be. Tucking your roots in. And you can kind of design this however you like. I think it would be actually kind of cute. I'm going to rearrange it. I'm changing it up, y'all. Got plant number 1 in. Just want to make some space right in front. Let's try it again. Whoops. Don't be afraid to make a mess, you guys. Alrighty. And then I'm gonna do one of the pink guys on either side. And then when these guys really grow in, they'll really pop. It's gonna be so nice. So we're just gonna tuck these guys over here. I know it seems like we're kind of crowding this pot, but when you really think about it, when you're going soilless with it, you have so much more room for your roots to really get in there. So this will last quite a while in this pot before it's ready to be repotted. Alrighty. Bye. And we're gonna fill it with rock all the way to the top and cover all of that root. Alrighty, so we've got 3 plants in so far and 1 to go. And we're just gonna tuck him in over here. Just gonna put the rest of our rock all the way down in here. So we've got all of the roots that were exposed on the top covered with rock now, and we're ready to water, which is the last step. How simple and easy. Jug of water, pop your cork. Right to the very top. And voila, you have a water garden. Check out our finished product. We have this beautiful water garden or hydroponic garden or whatever you want to call it. It is all filled to the top with water. All you have to do to maintain it is just keep it filled to the top with water. If I'd used a little bit bigger container, we might have been able to leave a little bit more of a lip on it, but I really like the way this cute little bowl looks. So we're just gonna keep the water level right to the top there. Anyway, so yep, I hope you've enjoyed our demonstration here on how to create your own water garden. And if you happen to have noticed my adorable new t-shirt, Find Your Inner Peas, it's one of our first from our punny line on our Garden Presents Etsy page. So go over there, check it out. We're going to be releasing punny plant t-shirts in the near future. Hope you like them. Thank you guys so much for following along again today. I hope you've enjoyed our demonstration. Again, this is one of my favorite things to gift people. It's super easy, especially for somebody who's never owned a houseplant, doesn't understand, kills everything that they've tried. This is foolproof. Again, all you have to do is keep the water completely full. These are moisture-loving plants. They won't want to dry out at all. So they're really resilient, really easy to maintain. If you like, you can add fertilizer in a liquid fertilizer form using an organic product. In just a capful a month during the growing season is more than enough to keep your plant looking full and beautiful and full of flowers and color. If you decide to make a water garden at home, please tag us, share your pictures in the comments. Tell me what kind of plants you're wanting to work with. I can't wait for your feedback. You can post that below in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe and follow along for our next video on gifting houseplants. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.